All right. Good evening, everybody. Sorry for the late start tonight. Our guest had a little bit of tech issues, but she is back and running. So tonight we are going to be taking you into the heart of Missouri, where a little town is making big waves in the world of the paranormal. This building has over 10,000 square feet to investigate and has been around since 1887. So join us as we talk with the owner operator of the Aurora Brothel tonight on Unraveling the Darkness.
Hello.
Good evening, Aaron. What's up, dude?
Not too much. A little bit late start, but we're good now.
Yep.
So
It's going to be worth it too. This,
yeah.
Aurora Brothel seems like a really cool location.
Yeah, I was looking at it when I was doing the promo posts, and like looking at the webpage and stuff, and looks like it's a cool place.
Yeah, 10,000 square feet, dude.
Huge.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, big place. So we're already here, so let's just go ahead and get her in.
All right.
Oh, yeah, never mind. We'll finish it.
Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, she left and now she's back.
Hey, there we go. How we doing, Myra?
I don't want to tell you.
That's all right. We got you on. We got it squared away. We're good to go.
Good job. That was kind of frustrating, wasn't it? Lord.
It's all right. It's all right. So you have a pretty cool place.
I love it. I love it. I've got a little over 10,000 square feet. It's not a scary location. Some people get scared. I've been around the paranormal all my life. Things happen and I just go, okay, that's how we're doing things. And I go on with my life. A young man had come in, and the ghosties with the mosties were up to no good. They were making a lot of racket upstairs. And he asked if there was someone up there. And I went, absolutely not. Those are my ghosties with the mosties. And he got really excited and he said, oh my God, I'm a paranormal investigator. Can I investigate? I went, okay, have fun. And he actually started the Aurora Brothel. He said, people will come to see your place because things happen there. And he and I parted ways, but I've taken it over and just had a blast.
So when did you start with the investigations, letting people come in? Let's step back a little bit.
Oh, okay. Wherever you want to go, I'll go with you.
Where is it located?
We're in Aurora, Missouri. I'm at 1 East Olive in Aurora, Missouri. It was built in 1887, so it's been there for a while. In 1890, it was a documented brothel. Can I find the documentation? Not at this time. We're still looking. But where my building is located, across the street was the Aurora Bank Hotel. Kitty corner from my building was the Aurora Bank. And then there was a kind of there's a word for it, and I'm blanking it. Old gets old. Kind of like a consignment shop. No. Like a general store.
Okay.
And they were all there in
like
about 18. I'm mercantile. Thank you, God. Anyway, they were all four located there, and across the tracks was the depot. And Aurora was a lead mining town. And so the miners would go to the hotel, stay a day or two, go to the bank, cash your paycheck, pick up stuff at the mercantile, and then I guess I was the recreational facility.
Yeah, it's kind of a one-stop shop, like city block there, huh? Yep.
Yeah, it really is. It's a really kind of cool building. There, let's see, City Hall burnt, I think, in 1922. There's not a whole lot of records about the brothel. There's very, very, very few pictures of it face on. And I just think they were like not tickled.
When did you take it over?
Let's see, I've had it for 10 years now. So in 2015.
Okay.
And I knew, I walked in and went, I love this place. It was like a warm hug, and it was really trash. So I spent a lot of time working on it, and I knew things were happening. They just don't bug me. While I was getting and getting these old girls up is a Herculean task. Man, it's a lot of work. And the main part that I use is a flea market. And I have old furniture, old lamps. I don't have like strollers or anything like that. I have older furniture and stuff. And I had one of my best friends in the whole world. He's a handyman. And he came to fix my awnings and do stuff around the shop. And I said, Aaron, I want you to know that I have ghosties with the mosties. And he rolled his eyes so hard you could hear it. And I went, okay, you don't have to believe as I do. Yeah, and he did. He wrote a review on the Facebook page of the Aurora Brothel. He went, I never believed in ghosts until I worked here. And now he comes in. In fact, we had lunch today at the shop. And he came in and he said, hi, ghosties. And when he left, he went, bye, ghosties. I love the skeptics because it seems like my ghosties try harder, if that makes any sense.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
I had, like I said, I've been around it all my life. Pardon me. And I've seen things fall and I've seen things thrown. But Aaron was a skeptic. And I watched one time, he walked by a cabinet and a butter dish. It was a Art Deco butter dish, absolutely flew, and broke and shattered all over the floor about 2 feet behind him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then I trust him in place. If he says the sky is green, I'm looking. But he was working in the back, kind of where the casino and the saloon were. And I have a small door that has no access. It locks on the inside. There are children's drawings. It's a cool little room. And he heard something and he watched that door swing open. Wow. And then he said, what the F? And it slammed closed. And that was the beginning of it. Of him going, maybe there are
the start of his conversion. Yep.
Yes, yes.
What are some of the other hauntings you have there? Have you figured out if it's anyone specific or just spirits in general?
Lots of names. I have what I call a book of names. When people started investigating after Matthew left, after the guy that started this left, I want a book of names. I just want to see all the names these people come up with. I'm one of those people, not everything is paranormal.
Right.
And so a lot of names I went, oh, yeah, there are some names that I could document. One was a miner that was killed in a mining explosion even.
Wow.
So some of them are, some of them, somebody thinks I have a portal. I don't know. But I do get new ghosties. It's not the same ghosties all the time.
So a lot of those mining towns would have tunnels going between stuff. Were there ever, do you know of any tunnels that would have been coming in there or out of there?
Not documented. There's rumor has it, but I don't have any tunnels in my building. I have things that look like tunnels. When you go down in the basement, and I have 10-foot ceilings in the basement. Oh yeah, it's cool. At one time, I think in the 40s, it was a taxi cab service. And everyone kind of looks at me funny, and I go, well, if you think about it, your street level does nothing but go up. They don't chip away and then add tar and retar and repave. This is built up.
Yep.
So, yeah, one time it was a taxi cab service. I have a bathroom down there that's probably, I'd say, the 20s. And there are individual rooms downstairs in the basement. Now, upstairs, they were tearing it up and they left the framework of where the individual rooms were, but there are no walls. You can kind of envision it, though.
Okay. Well, it sounds kind of like another brothel we've been to where, with the rooms down in the basement, that was really intense down there too.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Women tend to get pushed, touched, not hurt, but just like, hey, here we are, tend to get touched in the basement. Men tend to get touched upstairs. And what's kind of cute is a lot of investigators, I have a footstool and chairs because I want people to be able to sit in the dirt and not on the floor. And they put fake money and then some dollar bills because they were getting scratched up there. And they said, let's give these girls money because that's what they were there for. And no one's been scratched for quite a while.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Earning their keep or something,
I had a film crew, and that'll be on Amazon Prime late this year. They came and filmed, and they did in the casino area / the other side of my shop. They were playing poker, and they were getting hit and stay and stuff like that on their machines, and they just had a blast. And it's an intelligent haunting there, and that's what they told me. I don't investigate my building. I just go, okay, they're here. I don't go in the basement.
No, you stay out of there.
I don't like it.
Just the vibe, or something happened to you down there? Or?
No, nothing ever happened to me, ever. One time I was growled at, and I went, no, that's rude. You're not going to growl at me in my place. But I walked down there. I've been down there 4 times. One was for a water leak. My stairs broke. I need to figure, had to see how bad that was. A kitten was trapped down there. I don't know what the other one was. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I sent an electrician down there, and they said my wires are shielded. I don't know what that means. Pardon me.
If you got shielded wires, it should at least help with, like stray EMF coming off the wiring and stuff.
Well, they use that little box, and if your voltage or your electrical field, it's a EMF, electrical. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
It doesn't go off at all.
Okay. I mean, yeah, so that would definitely show that there's probably not any EMF radiating out of these, the wiring and fixtures and stuff like that would cause paranoia and. other symptoms.
Some people are fine down there. I am not.
Yeah, we found that at this other brothel we went to. Like, you go in street level, well, it's up a little bit. You go in, main floor was fine, upstairs was fine, but the basement was definitely
Heavy.
very
Mhm.
heavy and much more darker than anywhere else in the building.
Yep.
And that's because the miners would come through the tunnels, and that's the floor that they could afford. People coming off the
Oh,
street would be
okay.
on the main floor, and then politicians would also use the tunnels, but they could afford the girls up on the second floor.
That's what I
So,
kind of wondered if that was kind of the deal, like bargain basement prices and
right,
maybe not so much.
right.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, we definitely learned that the miners use the darkness to their advantage. So
Okay.
when the lights were out in the basement, it had a
It
different
was a
feeling
whole
than if you
different
had the
world
lights
down
on.
there. Yeah.
What's that?
Mhm.
I said it was a whole different world when you turn the lights off down there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
So, how
Jason and
many
I,
brothels have you seen? Just kidding.
Right.
actually, two. We went to Montana for that one, and then one here in town that we got a very cool EVP from, because our job is to ask questions, right? Because we want to be able to tell these stories from the past.
Mhm.
And we got a very sassy female who said, "You ask a lot of questions." So
I
we
love
figured that was
that
probably
for
the
you.
madam, and we were like, "Look, that's our job." So yeah, that one was pretty cool, and that one was here in town. We're in
I like
Cheyenne,
salty.
Wyoming, so I mean, Old West, and that's what it was here. So
Mhm.
yeah, and that building was built about that same time too, about that 1887, 1888
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what it was. So
Yeah, I took some people up and don't take this wrong, but I called them straights. But I took these straights up there, and I was showing them, and I was like, here's the framework, and the guy, I thought he was joking, and he said, "So, are you going to run girls out of here?" And now, mind you, I thought he was joking, so I said, "Well, there's 10,000 churches here. I'd have plenty of clientele." And I was just being sassy. And he
Yep.
looked at me and his wife, and they both, their eyes got this big around, and they went, "We will never come back here. How dare you say that to us?" And I went, "What? You think I'm going to traffic women? What the hell?"
Yeah.
So we were both angry by the time they left.
sounds like it would be something they would do. We have Jocelyn who just said hi, Myra. Jocelyn,
Hi, Jocelyn.
we were just talking about you before we went live because she was having some difficulties. So Jason asked if she was at the brothel because we had you on and had those issues with all the dolls. So we're like, if you're at the brothel, a lot of times these haunted locations, or we had someone with all these dolls, and yeah, it was awesome.
I knew it was Jocelyn. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just interviewed her a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it was a great show.
I like her. I do.
Yeah.
She's sassy too.
Is she?
Her dolls let us know that they were on the show
Yeah,
after
kept turning
she
off her
changed
light.
devices.
And,
Yeah, the lights
Oh,
were flickering
yeah.
on and off. And
Oh, is she in the purple room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember me saying I went downstairs to rescue a cat?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, is that guy? Oh,
there's the cat.
nice.
Yeah, he's a pain in my butt.
So how often are investigators coming through your building?
Every weekend.
Nice.
I like it. I enjoy meeting them. There are favorites of mine, but it is so cool to me. Now I'm going to say 98.7 of the investigators that have come to the shop I absolutely adore. And you're not going to like 100% of the people, because there are people that are just like, oh, you're a jackass. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 98% are just absolute dolls. Love them.
Good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it looks like a great place. I was rolling through the web page to pick stuff off for the promo post, and reasonably priced. That's our biggest thing. We're so far from everywhere that when we start looking at places, we like those reasonably priced places because we have to travel so far.
Well, and I was talking with Tori, and we were talking about like our insurance. Tori has the sleeper mortuary, which is awesome, and we were talking about how expensive insurance is,
Right.
for a year, and you wouldn't believe my electric bills. They're just ungodly. These old girls, they're money pits, and
Yeah.
I really, really try to keep my prices down. I have upstairs, there's no electricity, and I have 36 windows out. They're boarded. But to even fathom the price of replacing 36 windows.
Right.
So everything I do is slow and methodical. And I have to keep within my budget, as does everybody else. So I try to keep that in mind when I think about my prices.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate people like you that make it affordable for us to do what we like to do.
Now, where are you? I'm sorry.
We're in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
So, like sleeper mortuary that's in Iola. We did last year. We went to Whiteface House in Yates Center, and we had to go.
Okay.
It's an hour from Iola.
Okay.
Maybe not even that, because we got done with our investigation and the car battery was dead, and we got a couple hours sleep, and we had to go over to Iola to get the battery changed. So, how far are you from Iola?
Kansas. Jocelyn, how far am I from there? I don't know. I can't see anybody talking.
I just looked it up, and Aurora, Missouri is 12 hours and 1 minute from us. So
12 hours from
right
us.
on the 12-hour rock. Yep.
Okay. Which is kind of our.
It's a long trip. Yeah. I get it. I think my furthest guests were South Dakota.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Georgia, and the people come to see it is so cool, and I try to be accommodating. I'm thinking about putting beds up so you can at least get some rest. You can bring the sleeping blankets and hang out, but I don't have like a B&B or an accommodation like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I do have heat and air on the one side.
Nice. That makes a big difference. Yeah.
Especially
for us coming from no humidity out that way. We start dying.
You're gonna, yeah. Well, I was born and raised between California and Colorado, and up in the high desert, there's no humidity. And I came here and I felt like a fish out of a fishbowl. I was like, how do you breathe? It's awful.
We did that over Labor Day, and we learned what corn sweat was.
Oh, yeah.
And when we were taking breaks, they had this big 5-foot industrial fan that was the first thing that got kicked on when we were taking breaks. And we've kind of a little teaser here. We've booked another Kansas place for our Labor Day trip this year.
Nice.
So every Labor Day we kind of travel. So I just booked that today. So we're excited.
Well, I'm close to Kansas.
Yeah. Well, we figured that we can do 12 to 13 hour drive. So you're within that time frame. So who knows?
Yes.
We need to come that at some point.
We do.
Yeah. That would be awesome. It is hot. Not this week. It'll probably be the 1st of February. I'm getting another heat and air conditioning unit fixed so that the whole main floor will have heat and air.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then it's just you know, slow and steady wins the race. They're
Well, that's
expensive.
it. You know, these old historic buildings, like you said, these girls take a lot, and
Mm.
you know, at least you have people like us
Yes.
who are coming in to help. You know,
Yeah, and you know, it's just been amazing, and I've made some really good friends, and I get good advice, and with that comes experience. You learn you know,
right?
and that's been fun. At my age, it's been a learning experience because I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't.
Well, it seems like you're doing it right though. So
Well, I'm trying, and I listen, and I want people to come and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
You know, enjoy yourself. This is a blast. I ask people, don't be mean to my ghosties with the mosties. In fact, I have that on my tee. I made a sweatshirt. I have merch coming out, and it says, visit the ghosties with the mosties. And that's
Oh,
what I
nice.
call them. Yeah, they
Nice.
are. I don't want people to be mean to them. I don't want people to move them on. They were there before me, so
Right. Well, and like
they
we've
can.
said on this show before, I mean, you know, you're talking to someone that was human, right? That was, you know, they want to be talked to. They don't want to be talked
Yeah.
down to. You know, how are you going to respond if someone comes up and starts screaming, "What's your name?" You know, in your face? You're not going to want to have a conversation with them, right? Like,
No, I can be really rude when I want to be.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have Penn Paranormal that popped in and said, "Hi, Myra."
Hi, Ashley.
Yeah, there's we've had them on. In fact, we are.
Aren't they wonderful too?
They
They
are.
were
They
one
are.
of our
Yep.
first guests.
Oh, really?
Jocelyn, boy, I can't talk worth a damn, and I'm not drinking. Jocelyn and Ashley. I want to say McKenna, um, Jules and Zach and Pandora were kind of the first ones. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, and I think that's how I got, you know, made aware of the Aurora Brothel was either through a post with Penn or a post with Jocelyn. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I've never heard of that place, and started looking into it. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like,
I like it. I really, really do. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, um, and it might be just because I'm new at this, but my building gives you exactly what you give it.
interesting. Yeah. We've heard
There's a
that with, yeah, there's a couple buildings that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was one paranormal team, something was off. And, you know, I was like, okay, this is weird. And I was giving the tour, and one of the guys looked at the other guy, goes, that's it. I quit. I'm out. And he left. And we all kind of looked at each other. And I went, okay, finished the tour. Said, are you guys okay? Can I do anything for you? They said no. Locked them down. And they got one EVP, and it was, we're done and nothing else.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, the Boo Crew, they used to be Spooky Society. They had cameras and a microphone upstairs. Everyone was downstairs, and they had a woman singing. The crew from Amazon Prime, they had people playing cards with them. And it was, you know, it's just fun. I think if you're good, it's going to give you good vibes. If you're bad, it might not deal with you at all.
Yeah.
You know, I think that might be something to do with brothels, and that's going to be that whole,
Maybe.
you know, the respect factor, you know,
Mhm.
of who you're dealing with and what they dealt with,
Mhm.
or you're getting like the security type side or the side that's going to take care of business if
Bouncers,
you
yep.
start acting like a jackwagon, you know.
Mhm.
So
You know, that might be right.
you know,
Because the women tend to get pushed. Patriot, PPC, Patriot paranormal. Yeah. Um, they came and she got pushed twice down in the basement. And she was like, okay, we're out of here. And they came in the daytime, and I was like, what are you guys doing? They said, oh, we're paranormal investigators. And I went, oh, have I got a place for you? And so I showed them the places. I said, I don't go in the basement, but I have a blast. And she came up and she said, you're right. I got pushed twice, and it pushed her, not hard, not like, but more like,
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe
That's
a little
interesting.
protective over their territory downstairs, with women. And
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't have a
interesting, man.
problem with it because I don't go down there.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. And Craig got scratched first and only time upstairs. So Panda said that Craig got scratched upstairs.
Yeah. I don't know if she got touched down in the basement, but Craig did. And then I just had a group come through, and it was a lady who told me, I'm not so sure about people getting scratched. And I went, I'm not going to tell you what to believe. All I can tell you is not everything is paranormal here. And let me know if you have a good time. Let me know if you have a bad time. And they showed the video, and they were talking with the flashlight, where they loosen a flashlight and it's turn it on for yes, turn it off for no, or whatever. Right. And they were doing that. The light turned on, and then it flung off the piano, because I have 2 pianos in the shop. And slightly thereafter, she went, oh my God. And she got a big old scratch down her back.
Oh, wow.
My ghosties love skeptics.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. We love skeptics too. We host a ghost story night, and love hearing the skeptics come in, and they're like, oh, and then they stand up and they're like, I don't believe, but this one time, so they've all had something happen to them, but they just don't believe.
There's always that little seed of doubt. Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe in the paranormal. Like I said, I've been surrounded with it all my life. Knox and grandma and little grandma and little grandpa, but not everything is paranormal.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes when my heater kicks on, it makes like a thunking sound, and someone got scared, and I went, no, that's my heater. Yeah. I'll go, okay, that was different. I don't tell people that, what to expect. I tell people what has happened. And I hope they experience it. I like it when my dog plays with them. I have a great big black lab. But the other day they were kind of bugging her. They were like touching her, and she kept trying to get it. Sometimes she gets down on her front paws, her butt's up, and she wants to play with something, and there's nothing there. And the other day I got kind of startled. She was acting the fool, so I put her in the back room kind of as a timeout, so she would cool out amongst customers. And then after a while, I brought her back out. I had forgotten to turn the light off, and I shut the door, and she started barking, and I went to go get on her, and I looked, and underneath the door, you could see a shadow move. And I went,
oh, wow.
Okay. And I went up and investigated that, because I'm more scared of humans than I am of my ghosties.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's most paranormal investigators would rather talk to the dead than deal with the living.
Yep.
I like the living, because that's you guys, but the paranormal does not. I mean, if it's punched me in the face, I might not like it,
Yeah, it might be a little different.
Yeah, don't mess with my hair. But I don't think I'd want to be hurt.
Right.
But I don't have ghosties that do that. I don't think. Well, except for like Craig. I'm sorry, Craig, you got scratched. But I think that's more for attention.
Well, and who knows if they're actually trying to scratch, right? Like, how hard is it to kind of change forms with that energy, right? You're trying to touch somebody and maybe you accidentally put a little too much into it. You never, you can't
Right.
say that scratches are, definitely like, malicious.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. I do know that, man, my building eats batteries and cameras, and it does. I had one paranormal team. They were like, we saw apparitions. I went, it's all fables unless you can catch the evidence. I dig the stories, don't get me wrong, but it's just myth if I don't see it.
Right.
And they went, no, they had cameras that had full batteries and they would just shut off. And that's frustrating.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
Yep.
I went, it was Corey Coomer. He's part of the Boo Crew, and I'm a ragtag team that came in on Saturday. Not that they're ragtag, but it was just different members. And they were trying to go live, and I thought it'd be fun to go live too. So we were all at the shop. None of our cameras worked.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that you had posted that you were going to go live, and then you posted a little later saying that you couldn't get it to happen. Yeah.
And it was the same kind of frustration trying to get on here. I was like, no, damn it, it's going to happen. Sorry for the cussing. I'm much worse in person. Okay. But, I was like, I'm going to fix this. And I never could fix it with going live.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun.
We like that kind of stuff when it's, which, I mean, I don't like the fact that it eats my batteries, but
batteries are so expensive. Yeah.
It's so cool.
And luckily you can recharge things at the shop on the main level. There's electricity there and in the basement, but it does. And it messes with cameras, something fierce. Mm-hmm. It'll shut them off, or you'll get some like interference. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had one time. Aaron still has a camera that doesn't work right. We had a few of them set up in a basement area of a location, and they actually all our cameras got shut off, but they got shut off one by one, about every 10 seconds, something like that.
We had
it was going around the room, turning each one off individually.
We had voice recorders and cameras, and you could like the last camera could could catch where like we could time where everything was shutting off, like they were walking around the room shutting stuff off,
going, that's it, I've had enough.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Anything that was filmed on Jason's camera was all corrupt. He had to do forensic stuff to all his cybersecurity stuff to recover it, and it was crazy. It was cool. It sounds like you have a pretty awesome place. We're going to put it on our list to want to come to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on. I enjoy it. I don't like it when people come and they trash the joint.
It shouldn't happen.
Well, it does. Some people's children, I'm telling you. But the majority, I'm going to say 98.7, absolutely adore. Want them to come back. Even if they don't have a good experience, I want them to come back. And then there's a Paracon. I think that's right. They asked me for something to raffle for their Paracon. And so I offered a free one 12-hour investigation for theirs. And that's with, I'm going to say it wrong, Zero Fear Project or something like that. I know I'm going to say it wrong. Sorry, Barry. But I'm bad about names. Potter Paranormal gives me a hard time because I always call him Chris. His name's Roger.
You're now Chris.
Not anymore. His name's Chris.
He calls me Debbie. So I'm
There you go.
like, okay, that's fair enough.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah,
Right.
fair enough.
Oh,
But this has been so much fun. I really do enjoy it.
yes, a 0 hour project.
Yeah, that's it, Barry. Yeah. Mercy.
Yeah, well, that should be a great raffle item. I know that's something that we definitely look at.
Yeah. And that's, I think, in Georgia.
Oh, so that might be your furthest person.
I don't know. And, we're still hammering that out. I don't allow any smoking, no vaping, no alcohol unless I'm drinking, no drugs at all. And so I'm kind of funny about things. I have an antique shop on one side,
Yep.
and I don't want any kind of flame.
Well,
No,
it's your space. Yeah, people are paying to come use it, but I think you demand respect to your place, and you'll get more respect, right? And if you let people just come in and trash it and party, that's the kind of place it's going to become. So
I don't like that. Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way.
No.
It's not their place to respect it.
Yep.
That's what keeps people like you to want others in and keep it affordable too.
Well, and some places are expensive, and I get it because they have this great reputation. I want to have the great reputation, but I don't want to be super expensive. I want people to go, oh, this is awesome, and come back, because repeat offenders are my favorite.
Right.
Yeah. I love it when they say, we want to come back. It's like, come on back.
Yep.
You are more than welcome here. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. Like I said, going to be put on our list of places that we want to come to.
Absolutely.
Come on down. You will like it. I would.
So you
I
said
hope you like it.
Oh, I'm sure. Just from the little bit I've read about it and looking into it, it looks like an amazing location. So it's $200 to get in for a night. How many people are included for that 200?
6.
Okay, cool.
Anybody over is $25 a person over. I don't want more than 10. My building doesn't work well. One time we had a big group. I don't know if Jocelyn and Ashley are still there, but we had a big group. I think it was 12, 13, and it was like herding kittens. It was like, come on. Wait, let's. And I didn't like that. And so I'd like to keep the number down to 10. It's 10,000 square feet. So you could have 3 upstairs, 3 downstairs, and 4 in the basement.
Sure.
And I don't, I know this is mean, but it's 14 and above. I don't allow small children. And I've been asked several times, and it's not my thing. I just don't think children need to be there. My ghosties will jump you. And I don't know how that affects a child.
Right.
And
you know what? It's your building. It's your rules. You do what you want.
Well, but I try to be accommodating. I would love input. Well, yeah, but I love input from guys like you or the girls or anyone that comes in. Tell me what I can do to make it better for you, without costing me too much more. And let's communicate and make it better. Because is that what that is? Pen Paranormal. Yeah. Okay, I can't read it.
That's just good business.
That's just good business.
Oh, the back and forth. Yeah, if I can make something better, I will. But just know it's going to take me time. It's just me.
Right.
And it's me against the buildings. Not against, but trying to fix everything that you need in that place.
These old buildings can be living hell trying to maintain. So I'm part of a group in Cheyenne that, we've got a historic building, that we maintain, and it can be a beast at times.
And you guys probably know how to do stuff. I don't.
A little, but
I hire people to do stuff.
right.
Uh, I know furniture. I know what I like. I know what I need to buy it for to make a profit to sell it. Those are some of my strengths. A haunted venue, I'm like, okay, have fun. Tell me what I can do.
Right.
And so I appreciate any input. And so a couple of the owners, we've got kind of a little cabal, I guess you could call it, where we go, hey, these people were really cool, or these people were really, God, I hate that I can't cuss, not nice, you know. And we do talk amongst ourselves and we say, hey, my insurance is this a year, and $12,000 a year is nothing to blink at to me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a lot of money in insurance, just the insurance.
Yep.
And then you have refrigerators go bad, you have heating elements go bad, and heaters and bad. Yeah, it can be crazy. But if someone can tell me what I can do without fabricating,
Right.
There have been a lot of suggestions to put beds upstairs to give you the illusion of what it was like with girls up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but I don't want to put that in your head. I want you to figure it out.
Right. Yeah, you have a way you want to present the building.
Yeah, I don't mind putting beds up there if that won't influence your findings.
Right.
I don't want that to happen. I want people to come down and have real experiences. I don't have any put-ons. I don't have any tricks. It's just an old building that I happen to have ghosties in.
The ghosties with the mosties.
Yep. Wait, hold on. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And then that's the back of it.
Oh,
I saw the back picture on Facebook. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice.
Yeah. Cool. And then, visit the ghosties with the mosties.
Now, are you selling those online at all, or do you have to come to the location to get one?
This is mine. that one's the prototype. I do have. There's a lot of irons in the fire, and it's once again just me. And I'm old. Yep. I'm old as dirt. So it's going to take a while, but I'm in the process. I've got 7 different sweaters and long sleeve shirts and T-shirts. It's just getting it done.
Yep.
Right.
And keychains and cups, if you want to come and get a cup. And then I was going to put a store online that attaches to my website. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was looking at your website before the show. It looks really well put together and professional, and looks like it's easy to book, when you go on there. So yeah, I think you're doing everything right. I mean,
I hope so. I didn't do the website. As you can tell, I'm not tech savvy.
Yeah, but you knew to get somebody that could do it right. So yeah.
A friend of mine, her grandson, I went, Ryan, can you help me? And he went, sure. He said, what do you want done? And I said, I want this and this and this. And he went, okay. 2 days later, Here you go. And it was half the price because people were telling me it was $1,500 to $2,000 to get a website. And I went,
yep.
What?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm too new for that.
Yep.
Right. Yep. But it sounds like it's getting out there, and you've had, you're getting people booked in, and hopefully,
it seems like people are loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, and that's what makes my heart feel good is that I have repeat offenders. That's what I call them. And I've really had some very good friendships develop out of this. And that's important, to reach out. And it's a nice community.
It is. Well, and that's where, you talk about the para-unity thing, right? And you've got the one side of it that, I think we all know, but then the other, that people like you that, just want to, network and meet everybody that you can and have conversations and just have fun with what you got.
Yeah. I don't think there are any devils in there. I do believe there are demonic presences, not in my shop. It doesn't feel like that to me. It's more like a warm hug coming home. Sometimes it's a little sassy and snarky, and they love skeptics. I'm telling you, that has been so wild. If someone goes, "I don't believe in ghosts," I go, "Okay."
You will by the end of the night.
There were a couple with Apex Paranormal or A Plus. I don't remember, but the one guy goes, "I don't believe," and I'm like, "Good, I love that for you." And they were like, "There were things that we couldn't explain," and I went, "Good."
Yep.
And that's what paranormal means.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Myra, it's been great having you on, and we love hearing about your building.
I love my building.
we can tell, and that's the great thing. It's people like you that make it enjoyable for us to come and do that. So
that's so nice.
We do appreciate you, and we appreciate you coming on tonight, that you were finally able to make it on tonight.
Oh my gosh, I thought I did. I cussed so much. I was just, the room was blue. Do you have any other questions for me, or hey, cool it?
I think we're good for tonight, but we'd love to have you on again at some point. And
absolutely.
Yeah, here's some more stories, what you're doing with the building, and we'll definitely, like Aaron said, we're definitely putting this on our list of places to get out to. So.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I would love that. And Zero, what was it again? You told me Zero Project Fear.
0 Hour Project.
Yeah. Good God. Yeah, they have that raffle at their Paracon. I guess Missouri canceled theirs.
Yep.
I saw that.
And I don't know what they're going to do with people, but they're welcome to come to the brothel.
There you go. Yeah, send them all there.
The city was
and a good time at the brothel. How many times can you say that?
Yep. Yeah, I've got a sweatshirt from the brothel that we visited in Montana, and I get some really funny looks sometimes walking around with it on. Yeah, people will just stop and do a double take.
That's hilarious. I have on the website. It's through Square. And then Square sent me like a debit card for the funds that come in from the fund. And I'm not kidding, it says the Aurora Brothel. And I handed that card to someone, and they looked at me, and I went, I'm sure they were throwing up in the trash can going, but I have more fun with that too.
Yeah, you got to. That is wonderful.
That's funny.
Except for that one guy and woman that got upset.
Yeah, that's all right.
Nobody gives me too much.
You said F them if they can't take a joke, right?
Yeah, or joke them if they can't take an F, right?
Yep, that too.
But there are a lot of churches that think that I'm catering to the devil, and I go, no, that's not what this is.
That's not what this is. Yep.
No.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when you have those beliefs, there's no swaying it either. They believe that. These demons are dedicating all their time to talk to ghost hunters in the basement or attic of a building in the Midwest, because that's where you can definitely raise the most hell, right?
Yeah, because Myra's going to go get him at 65 years old. What the hell ever, Get over your bad self.
Yep.
But they do. They take it personal, and I can't shift that behavior or thought process. They won't come and experience it for themselves. So I can't help them.
Yeah. Yep.
But I hope if I get to come back that it won't be like this was tonight. And I apologize again. I think it was my doing. I don't know.
No worries.
You're here.
it
We had
was
a great show.
yeah,
We
it
loved
was worth
having you
the
on.
wait. You know,
Oh,
we just
that was
we
nice.
put a post out. Hey, you know, we got some technical difficulties, and
It's Myra. Just blame Myra. They'll
it's
know.
Myra.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've never been shy about being. I'm a tech jerk. I don't know anything. Someone asked me about Instagram, and I went, "Nope,
Insta
I
what?
don't have
Yep.
it." Yeah, no, I knew what it was. I'm even on TikTok. What? I know what
What?
Reddit is. What? But I've got too many things going on. I have my shop. I have the brothel. I have my home. I have 4 pets that are just ridiculous. They're just dead weight on society, but I love them.
Yep.
You know, and I'm old.
No, you're not
We'll
that
end up
old.
there.
65 is getting up there, Pally Wally. And I go to North Carolina and I go through Kansas. Not Kansas, you dumbass. Kentucky. And
Yep.
in there, as you go through Kentucky, going east, there's a place called Wickliffe, Kentucky.
Okay.
And there's an abandoned hotel there that I had stayed in many moons ago. That place is haunted, and I think someone needs to get on that. If they don't, I'm going to buy it, and I will be like a haunted venue conglomerate or something.
You should definitely do that.
Yeah, jump on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 65. You know, I'm going to die really soon. Not tomorrow, hopefully, but
Hey, there's you know, you buy it, you finance it or whatever, and there are some awesome groups out in Tennessee and Kentucky that would, you know, be great caretakers, I think.
Yeah.
not like I could, because sometimes
No.
that,
Yep.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. But no, I think someone needs to jump on that. I think that is an awesome location.
Hmm.
But that one's scary. My building's not.
All right. Myra, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
We're
couldn't
gonna-
say much.
We're going to put you in the green room, tidy
Okay.
up the show, and then we'll come chat to you with you real quick.
Okay, you want me to stay here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Myra.
Thanks, guys. It was lovely.
Thanks.
Oh, she was awesome.
You wouldn't know she's 65. All that energy.
No. Yeah, I know. You're a freaking firecracker, man.
Right? So yeah, again, we said it throughout the show, a place that we will put on the list. It falls within our driving range, you know. So
Yep. Sounds like, you know, it's close to Penn.
Right. Yeah.
Close to Jocelyn and them. Hey, you know, maybe we can put something together out there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You know, real quick, Payne, I'm going to get hold of you to get stuff for next week. But WOW has some things coming up way out west paranormal. This weekend, we have our Ghost Hunting 101 class for kids 13 and older. Excited for that. That's always a good time.
That's going to be cool.
They ask some of the coolest questions when we're doing EVP sessions. Like,
yeah, my favorite was, what were your favorite shoes? I'm like, I would never thought to ask that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm going to take I got a Kindle Scribe for Christmas for myself. I'm going to take it, just write down questions. If they start asking questions again, I'm like, that's a good one. Start stealing these kids' questions.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So, some privates we have coming up. We're doing something that we haven't done in the past. But we're doing some residential locations to see if we can help some people out. So
no filming, nothing like that. Just you know, go in and see what we can figure out about the place for these people, and yeah, that'll be good.
Starting to expand our wheelhouse of paranormal.
Yep.
And then let's see. Oh, we were talking about the episode.
Yeah.
Jason has said February 1st.
Yep. February 1st, we will have our next episode ready to air.
Yep. So that'll be over on the Way Out West YouTube channel. So we thank you all for coming in and talking to us tonight and talking in the chat. And, we love the people that know our guests and throw out stuff. It happened last week, we got to learn about their possible museum. I mean, all the
Yeah,
cool stuff
so
that
cool.
happened,
Yep.
right? So, yeah, thank you all for watching tonight, and have a good night.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Unraveling the Darkness would like to thank Horn Paranormal Research for sponsoring our show. If you're craving more paranormal content, don't forget to check out our YouTube and Facebook channels at Way Out West Paranormal and Unraveling the Darkness. You can catch all of our episodes of Unraveling the Darkness on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe as it helps others find the show and join in on the paranormal fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, keep your lights on, stay safe, and remember, the truth is out there, and it might just be closer than you think.